Good morning, sports fans. Mike Kretz here to bring you through day 3 of the Alpine Bank Junior College World Series. We start out with the first game on the day, San Jac and Wabash Valley. And the story of the game early in this one was disparity in pitching. Agnel Miranda on the bump for the Warriors. A nice start for him. He did give up a double, but got out of it unscathed. As for San Jac, a different story. Pitchers not able to find the strike zone. Brian Calmer, he finds that ball. That's going to bring in the game's first run. Chris Stewart, not the start he would have imagined. Walking the bases loaded. Next batter on a full count gets plunked. He would be okay. The Warriors would walk in another run. New pitcher comes in, and it starts the script, inducing the ground out over to third. How about the concentration and the stretch from the catcher here, getting the first down via the force out at the plate, but the theme, it's going to continue. Next batter walked, another run on a slow jog. Next batter, Knox Preston, knocks one through the infield, scoring 2 more for Wabash. After the first inning was said and done, the Gators would have used 4 pitchers, and the Warriors scored 9 runs. Top of the second, Armani Sanchez, he'd breathe some life back into the Gators lineup, blasting a solo bomb. In fact, San Jac would earn back-to-back jacks in the third, not to mention a 4-run fourth. Shame on me for trying to get highlights in. We pick it back up in the bottom of the 6th. 2 in scoring position. J.J. Sanchez went 2 2/3 with 4 strikeouts. There's one of them to keep it 10-7. Top of the 7th, a handful of big plays down the stretch defensively for the Warriors with 2 out and runners on the corners. Runner goes to second. The throw's offline, but how about Brad Keylori getting it back to home to end the inning? Top of the 8th with runners on first and second. The Warriors try and turn 2. The runner at first initially ruled safe, but look at where the runner at second started his slide. Going to be called out for interference. That ends the 8th. Top of the 9th starts the way the Gators would want, with a runner on first. Going to be able to score off the hit from Harold Call. That's going to make it 10-8, and here we go. But again, the defense comes up big at short. Laurie snakes the grounder. Here's go 2. He does, gets a big out. But later, the bases are chucked with 2 outs. Big-time pressure spot, the game-winning run at the plate. But it would be Bo Kaufman who wins the battle here, inducing the game-ending ground out. Credit to the Gators. Down 10-1. They could have packed it up, but, hey, they had a winning run at the plate. That's some big-time guts.
Proud of all of them. You know, everybody's going to fail at times, and we all do. And it's a matter of coming back with determination and enough character to say, I'm going to fight back and try to overcome what has happened.
San Jac takes on Central Arizona tomorrow in an elimination game. Wabash advances to play Crowder for the night game. Game 2 on today, an elimination game featuring last year's Chance McLennan and Cowley. We pick it up in the top of the third, a 3-3 ball game. McLennan pitcher Chance Cox has 2 on, 1 out, but he'll collect the second and third outs via punch out, keeping it locked at 3. John Sicoli wasn't keeping it locked. He launches one over the right field wall. That solo shot puts the Highlanders up for the first time this contest. But in the top of the 4th, the Tigers, they answer right back with 1 on. Jason Reeder gets one to drop in the outfield. Doesn't get a good read, putting 2 in scoring position with 2 out for Connor Gore. It looks like it'll be an inning-ending ball, but the throw from short gets sped up. The run from third comes in. Reeder also able to get in safely. Gore makes it to third, and then David Herring really makes him pay. A little bingo plates Gore. A 3-run inning puts the Tigers back on top 6-4. Let's get to the bottom of the 4th, where Miguel Santos' base hit puts runners on the corners with 2 down. High pressure stuff for Cox, but he gets out of it via the punch out. In the 5th, with 2 outs, the Tigers would strike again. The ball getting passed short. The Tigers would score 2 in the inning. 10-8 Cowley is your final. McLennan eliminated. We have new champs this year. Cowley goes up against the loser of Central Florida and Walters State. Last but certainly not least, the nightcap. How about the ceremony honoring Memorial Day? Featured a special ride for veterans making their way to the park, courtesy of Care Flight of the Rockies. Special stuff there. The game itself featured 2 undefeateds in Central Florida and Walters State. A loud start to the game for Central Florida. Just the second pitch of the game, knocked out of the park by Kevin Kilpatrick. That puts the Patriots up 1-0, but just 2 batters later, Victor Castillo, he's going to double that. Another home run for the Pats, 2-0, going into the bottom of the 2nd, where Walters State strikes back. Corbin Shaw lifts one deep out to right. That's going to give the runner on second more than enough to tag over to third. Next batter smacks it over to first. Baseman gets the out himself, but Noah again makes the break for home. Play the plate, ruled safe, 2-1 pass, but hang on. Next batter grounds one to second. The ball comes out. It really gets away. That gets Corey Killenbeck in to tie the ball game 2-2. after 2 innings. But fireworks on and off the field last night. Walters State would go on to win 16-8 in 8 innings. We get back at it tomorrow with an elimination game between San Jac and Central Arizona. Join us here at KREX for all the latest. In the meantime, that's all the time we have for sports. I'm Mike Kretz. We'll see you then.